MTF Finance, been around for 50 years, as Avalon Biddle is showing us.
Yeah, absolutely no idea what happened there, but we're going to go underway here. We've got a good start from Zach Fuller. Dale Finch got a good start. Rogan Chalmers missed a gear there. He's dropped way back into about 6th or 7th place, so plenty of drama in the championship. And the man who's going to lead them on the Scott Structural Triumph, Dale Finch on the number 17 machine. He is flying into turn number 3. He was on lap record pace when we went qualifying, and looking out the window now, the conditions are probably absolutely perfect for lap records at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on this one here. It's a 15-lap 600 Supersport race, and we've got the update there. Zach Fuller, good start from him. He's in the 2nd place. Avalon Biddle there looking to be in 3rd place. We've got all our major contenders. Good start from Seth Devereaux with a badly injured shoulder. He had a crash yesterday as well, so great to see him up there fighting for the top of this one here. But Rogan Chandler already got himself into 5th place, so he's sort of got himself back in the hunt. Tarbin Walker, good start from Tarbin. He's in the mix as well. We've got plenty of guys that can win 600 Supersport races out there at the moment, but no one's been able to stop Dale Finch so far this summer. He has been flawless as we're going racing with this one here. 15 lapper on the cards. Should be a really good one here. Thanks to Timaroo, MTF Finance, Steve and the team. Been a long time supporter of the South Canterbury Motorcycle Club. And this one here should be good, but already Dale Finch a 1.0 second advantage, so that is quite comprehensive already. Zach Fuller, he come alive here in Pro Twin Racing 12 months ago, and continues to be the new young gun on the rise in this class. And Avalon Biddle, a former 600 Supersport champion, rounding out our top 3 at the moment, but plenty on here with this one here. Big 15 lapper on the cards.
Right, well, Brad's led us perfectly into the question here with Mitch Rose, a part of Team Breeze Racing, and of course it was going to be an announcement during the year that there was a new rider to join the team. I certainly would have lost money on the TAB for my pick of it, but choosing Zach Fuller, well, I suppose at the time we thought, wow, what a choice, and proved to be right, of course, but great choice. And Mitch, how'd that all come about?
He was actually looking for mentorship. Him and Veg, they approached Tony, and sort of they were, just discussing a few things, and in the end, Tony goes, "Oh, why don't we just, we'll see what we can find. It's your first year. We'll just plug away and see what results we can get. Like our goal for him, we could see him being a top 5 guy straight away. But to do what he's done already is, mind-blowing, really. Like, the kid's awesome. He's really good. He's willing to soak up everything, learn everything. Fun to be around. His family's awesome. So, it's a cool atmosphere. We've got in the pits, adding them to the team. It's pretty cool.
Pretty awesome indeed as we go back to the updates, and Brad, the pressure's on, but some of those bolting out in front already though.
Yeah, he was nearly a second quicker than anyone on that racetrack. He's at a 1.8 second advantage. Dale Finch on the Scott Structural Triumph, he is flying. Rogan Chandler, though, the man on the move as well. He's got himself now up into 3rd place. He's about 1.5 seconds back off Zach, so keep an eye on that gap there, because he's done a couple of big moves in the last couple of laps and made short work of Avalon Biddle. So the number 15, the Lazoo Blue Crew Yamaha, Rogan Chandler from Upper Hutt, he is the man now in 3rd place. But Zach Fuller just trying to keep on the back wheel of Dale Finch, trying to get the toe out of there. Nice drive from Rogan Chandler. Didn't get a very good start, but already damaged control for him. And he's got so far the perfect record of 2nd place finishes in this one here. And it will be desperate to carry on that to at least, or maybe try and challenge Dale for one of these wins, because when we go to the North Island, Rogan's going to come alive, so all he really needs to do, keep in touch with Dale, and this is going to be a showdown for sure. 600 Supersport Championship racing is going to be brilliant. There's so many guys who can win races out here, but it's been all Dale Finch as he goes a 1:04.8, so he's about 0.6 of a second off his lap record from 12 months ago, flying down the back straight at the moment.
All right, back there with Mitch Rees, and Mitch, you made the choice of the wet front and rear. Now, what are those tyres like? Can they still be used for another event that you turn up to, or are they gone?
Definitely wouldn't do another race, especially that length on them. Maybe a club day. To be fair, I'd like to say I sort of conserved the tyre, especially to begin with there. The first sort of 10 laps I just conserved the rear tyre, didn't really sort of accelerate too hard, was running a gear high because I knew that it was going to dry out, I knew it was going to chew the tyre up, so just sort of took my time and, like I say, just did what I wanted to do and just did my own race.
Does this mean now that you've got your best tyre ready for the last race in the good conditions, whereas normally that tyre would be right on its edge because it's late in the day, but it will now be a better tyre for it?
Well, I mean, hey, for us, obviously, last race we were a new set of tyres. So yeah, it's a longer race too than yesterday. So just I got to get another good start and just be up front and try and chase Damo and Al. If not beat them, that's the plan at the end of the day. But yeah, just to be fair, just trying to ride solid, just do my own thing really.
Great to have expert comments here from Mitch Rowe as we watch the MTF Finance 600 unfold. Brad looking at the screen and getting the update. Man, the audience have got some awesome pics here today, courtesy of CTAS Live, Brad.
Oh, truly world-class pictures from Grant and the team. Full credit to them. CTAS Live and bringing this live on skysportnext as well. We're going to go third and final round of racing today. We're going to keep that live on Sky Sport Next, but we're going to hopefully get that into the Sky Sport 55 package coming through in the next week or so. And also ring home and tell them to set the VCR recorder. We've got the Cemetery Circuit highlights on CRC Motorsport later on today as well, so plenty to look at for in New Zealand road racing, looking brilliant. But Dale Finch, he was a 105.1 that lap around, so not quite on his lap record pace, but man, what a response from Zach Fuller. He is matching Rogan Chandler for pace, so the battle for second and third, there's still over a second in that there, but Rogan Chandler, he'll be certainly desperate to try and get at least second. Avalon Biddle has now been passed by Seth Devereaux, so the Hallicraft Racing MV Augusta has now got himself into fourth place with a badly injured shoulder, so credit to Seth. And brilliant stuff from him. So Avalon's going to try and argue back down the back straight. There's going to be a great little battle emerging between these two personalities of the 600 Supersport Racing. Nick Kane is in sixth place ahead of Tarvin Walker. Then go back to Hamish Fox on the number 70. He is doing a great job there. Does a number of different styles of motorcycle racing, and his first campaign on the 600s and got a fourth place in the New Zealand Grand Prix a week ago. So one of the highlights there. He's in the top 8. Luca Durning and Jacob Pearce, 9th and 10th. In this super star-studded 600 Supersport Racing. Thank you to MTF Finance. And if we look out on screen at the moment, that battle for second place is now red hot. I just was talking about how they were matched for pace, but Rogan's got the hammer down and really putting the squeeze on. He was a 105.1 and Zach was a 106.0, so 0.9 quicker that time round. It's a 10th of a second in it. We're about to come alive with the battle for the podium. They've got a decent gap back to Seth Devereaux in fourth place, but certainly looking like they might shake up these podium positions in a minute. Zach Fuller on the Team Reeves Racing Honda narrowly ahead of Rogan Chandler on the Lazoo Blue Crew R6 as we see the horsepower of that R6 pull up alongside Zach, and I think he might have that job done as well. So change for second place is now going to be the 15 of Rogan Chandler, and keep an eye on 3.6 seconds the gap out to Dale Finch. We'll keep an eye on that, see if we can reel him in, but at the moment Dale Finch has been flawless too. Pole positions and 4 race wins so far. The absolute maximum 102 points leading into this one, and a decent advantage in the championship. Rogan Chandler's going to be desperate to try and get as many points as he can down in the South Island. This championships is going to come alive. We can't wait. Rogan was flawless at round 3. Hampton Downs, including winning the New Zealand TT for 600 Supersport. So we can't wait to see this one unfold. At the moment, it's all advantage Dale Finch. We've got 8 laps to go in this one here. With Zach Fuller now back in third place. Rogan Chandler's gone up into second. Seth Devereaux, Avalon Bill, that's going to be a great little battle. Less than 2/10 of a second in that one there. And Tarvin Walker keeping Nick Kane at bay there in 6th and 7th place. We've got Hamish Fox and Luca Durning. They had some good battles at round number 1. And here they are again out on track there, 8th and 9th place with Jacob Pearce on the Trevor Pearce Yamaha there in 10th. That's the update here, 600 Supersport Racing. Thank you to Timaru MTF Finance. And I can't wait for this one. We're about half race distance and no answer for Dale Finch at the moment.
All right, back here with Mitch Reeves' expert comments. And first of all, you talked about Zach Fuller and the mentoring role. I'd just say he's a big sponge, isn't he? Just ready to take it all. You boys would speak, he would be listening.
Oh, for sure. Obviously, Tony has got a lot of experience too, so yeah, it's really cool to see him actually approach us, and you know, that goes to show the sort of nous he's got and what he wants to do with his riding too. So we're all already talking big things with him at the moment. So yeah, it's pretty awesome, and it's cool to have someone like him on board.
Hey, we're talking Dale Finch and Rogan Chandler. These are seasoned campaigners. These are our top quality 600 racers. Here's the new kid on the block, and he's gone bang, and he's right there in that kind of company. That's got to be better than anybody's expectations.
Oh, for sure. Except for his. I know he wants to win. As we all do as racers, we all want to win. But he's realistic. He knows what he's capable of, and he's definitely showing what he can do.
And in fact, in all fairness as well, it's not exactly the latest bike out of the crate either.
Nah, so he's on J Love's 2009, I think it was 8 or 9 CBR 600. So looking for next season, we've got the new 2021 CBR 600 coming for him, and we've also got another person joining the team for the season next year as well.
Ooh, more great stories to come from MTF Finance. Proud to be supporting Kiwis doing the things they love for 50 years. Avalon Biddle with the number 50 on his bike to celebrate, on her bike, my apologies, to celebrate that as well. And Brad, now that we've seen Rogan get up there for that second place, man, he's really got to find some real good racing in the North Island, because here in the south, second. Yes, he's been consistent, but he just can't get there. Dale Fitch is hot.
Yeah, he was half a second quicker, Rogan, that lap around, so we've got that gap down to 3.4 seconds, but we've only got about 5 or 6 laps to go on this one here, so he's definitely running out of laps. And yet another flawless performance so far from Dale Finch. He's got a wee way to go in this one. Zach Fuller has just gone a couple of seconds off the pace there, so he's still in a comfy third place, but certainly looking like Rogan's a little bit quicker. Seth Devereaux, I mean, that MV Augusta is a brilliant machine around this Levels International Raceway. It does mid-corner speed like you wouldn't believe. So decreasing radius left-hander really plays into the hands of him. And he would certainly had a wash dyke night and day ice cream or a milkshake to get ready for this one there. Big credit to them for getting behind this MV Augusta. Hallicraft Racing, it's a awesome team. They've got 2 riders as well. Georgia Elvin in the Supersport 150s, and she's had a couple of podiums so far this year. So Hallicraft Racing riding the team there. Full credit to them, and getting repaid here in spades with their rider Seth Devereaux. A great top 4, and holding off Avalon Biddle, who's back in 5th place at the moment.
All right, here with Mitch Rees and some expert comments from the Hotshot, having just come in 2nd place in Superbike racing. This track levels here, Mitch, from a point of view, it's a different kind of track compared to the other 4, which are more open, but taking nothing away from it. In fact, for some people, it's their favourite. How do you rate it?
Yeah, it's, I mean, hey, I've had a bad time here in the past, obviously breaking my leg, but it's a great track. I've always done pretty well here, so, and this year's gone to show as well, you know, 4th and a 2nd already this weekend, so, yeah, there's no track. I mean, hey, when you get to go ride your bike, it's good, so there's no track that's bad.
Well, indeed, an opportunity, but those wet conditions today certainly throwing a mindset up, but you cope with it well. In fact, if anything, probably the most positive to come out of it. What are you looking for in those North Island events now? What have you got to do, obviously, to beat your brother? He's your number 1, and come on, we can't see him going over to British Superbikes as our champion. Excuse me, he's only a second-rate citizen. He's going to leave us.
Hey, like I said in the press conference, Damo is the best rider we've ever had in this country. So, you know, it's for me, I'm just stoked to be where I'm at and be as close as I am to them at the moment. I had another surgery middle of last year to get my leg sorted, so still working away at that. We're about 75-80% of my leg now, so just gonna keep working, training, get fitter, lose some weight, all the good things you're supposed to do, eh?
Well, and in fact, you've got that beautiful house being built for you and me here. You've got a few things. You probably have to dig a driveway and do a garden and maybe even do some dishes or some laundry.
Yeah, it's probably not so bad. I'll definitely buy a dishwasher because, you know, it's sort of...
Was that the weakness of all of those, was it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It saves you a bit more time if you just fire it in there, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Life's never will see you indeed, Mitch, Brad, and looking out for this racing. It's a big one, 15 laps as well. These guys know they've got to work for it. This is a really tenacious performance by Dale again, because he just doesn't want to give away, because the moment he drops his guard, those other boys will be there ready to pounce, and Rogan Chandler wants a piece of the action back there in 2nd.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say that he must have seen on the lap board that Rogan Chandler was coming from. He took another 5/10 out of him a lap ago, and Dale said, nah, that's it, I'm putting the squeeze down. And then that lap around, a 1:04.9, so he was 6/10 quicker than Rogan, got that gap out to over 4 seconds. So it's out at the moment with 3 laps to go. All Dale Finch on the Scotch Structural Triumph. He's been flawless so far, 3 from 3, including the New Zealand Grand Prix at Ruapuna a week ago, and the Aotea Electrical Access Man Dynaworks Scotch Structural Big Bush Farm Shoes Motors machine has been absolutely flawless. He's got 2.5 laps to go. He's around the decreasing radius McKissick curve at the moment, and he's just been brilliant. 12 months ago, he was certainly behind Richie Dibbon and Rogan Chandler, but this year he's just really turned it on. He came to the North Island, did the Suzuki International Series where he was really, really good, and we knew that big things were coming from Dale Finch, and here he is out there flying at the moment. He goes through the bus stop, looking all class at the moment. He's in the 104s last lap around. Let's have a look at these lap times. He's just been ticking them off. The 105 that time around, but absolutely flying. We've got Rogan Chandler still there in 2nd place. He had the horror start, so he'll be desperate when we come out for our 3rd and final race to try and get a good start and maybe even lead Dale out and see what's going on there. Zach Fuller back in 3rd place still, so more quality results on the cards here for the number 80 machine on the Kiwi Rider Team Rees Racing machine. We go back to Seth Devereaux, who's got a 1.2 second advantage over Avalon Biddle, and that there is raging on. So certainly not done for yet. That battle for 4th and 5th. Tarvin Walker is ahead of Nick Kane, but only by a couple of seconds as well. Hamish Fox, Luca Durning and Jacob Pearce round out our top 10 in New Zealand Supersport 600 racing. This is phenomenal stuff. The sun's beaming down on a beautiful sunny day in the South Canterbury, about 10 kilometres north of the city of Timaru at Levels International Raceway. A beautiful circuit where we get some frantic pace and good racing. At the moment, Dale Finch leads Rogan Chandler and Zach Fuller in the second race of the weekend for our 600s. And this is certainly going to be brilliant as we see the white flag come out now. So white flag time, Dale Finch. And this one here, it looks like only a disaster is going to cost him because he was over a second quicker than Rogan that lap around. It's now a 5.3 second advantage. So just got to get this one home. Dale Finch, a class act so far at round number 2.
All right, Brad, now I've just had explained to me the reason for the 4 riders that were sitting here on the dummy grid, the fact that there was a speaker malfunction of one of the pit speakers, and they all coincidentally off this front row of the pit area, and they did not hear the call that was made. So when the organisers found the common denominator, that it wasn't just 1, 2 or 3, in fact it was 4 of them, so they're now displaying a 5 and 2 minute calls up in the window of the track office here in the control tower at Level. So just to point out to spectators, but more importantly through the pits as well, that for everybody to look at, but certainly the ones here on the front row of the pits, there will be the 5 minute board displayed and the 2 minute board displayed. Large boards they are up in the top control office, so you'll be able to see it clearly from there as to those calls. Here we are, MTF Finance Timaru in our 600 Supersport. Brad, bring them home.
Yeah, Dale Finch, checkered flag. He takes race 2, win number 5 of the championship, and nearing the halfway stage. Is anyone got an answer for him? Is Rogan Chandler there in second place on the Lazu Blue Crew Yamaha? So another good second place for him, carries on that, and another podium finish for Zach Fuller. That's going to feel really good on the Kiwi Rider Team Rees Honda CBR 600. So that's your top 3 repeat podium from yesterday. Seth Devereaux is going to come home in 4th place. So full credit to him and the Helicraft MV Augusta team. We go to Avalon Biddle on her bright yellow MTF Finance Team Green Kawasaki. That's 5th place for her. Tarvin Walker's going to get home in 6th, so after a crash in round number 1 and a bit of bad luck so far, that's going to feel good to get him a 6th place, some good championship points there. Nick Kane, he had a blown bike last weekend, so for him to come back top 7, well done to him on the Underground Brown Bigger Motorcycle Centre Kerry Logistics Triumph Daytona. Hamish Fox finishes there in 8th place on the top spec engineering machine, well done to Hamish. And then Luca Durning on the Barrack Sports Bar and the Dentist's GSXR 600. Now that machine was Richie Dibbins from last year, and Luca now on the team, doing a good job, top 10 results for him. Jacob Pearce on the Trevor Pearce Yamaha coming home in 10th place. That's our Supersport 600 race 2 results in the book here. Another win for Dale Finch and extending his championship lead even further.
All right, we'll just take Mitch for one last time before we go down and do the podium. Thanks, Mitch Rees, for joining us. There's a lot you could be doing back in your team. Thanks for sacrificing the time and giving people the insight into racing. What's now sort of your preparation moving into that final race? Completely different weather, much warmer track, choice of tyres. What are you going to be doing between now and then?
Just fueling the bike, putting the tyre choice on we're going to run with, and then just simple things like changing the suspension back to a dry setting as opposed to a wet setting, so just making it slightly harder. Other than that, looking forward to going out there, having a bit of fun, and see what we can do.
Hey, thanks, Mitch, for joining us. Really appreciate it in your busy schedule. All the best, go hard, and please get to number 1.
Thank you, Neil.
All right, Park Ferme, some brilliant scenes there, and yet another win for the Scott Structural Triumph team. Credit to Ashen Hughes there. Normally entered in this competition, but had a bad crash at Ruapuna in about October, and sidelined for this one here, but still a big part of the Scott Structural team and helping his man take yet another win. Dale Finch gets the win. Rogan Chandler, after getting that horror start, comes home in 2nd place. We go to Zach Fuller, who comes home in 3rd and just keeps getting better and better. So brilliant stuff. We'll cross the Neil, who have our podium presentations.
Yeah, Daddy number one, Daddy number one. Hey, I like that. And he holds a finger up as well. What you can't see is a little man super excited about it. First of all, Zach, we're super excited. Your performance, third place. Hey, you held on for second for some time as well out there. How did that moto feel?
Yeah, got off to a better start and tried to hang with Dale for a bit. Then my tyre sort of dropped off at the end of it, but yeah, we brought it home in a solid third, which I'm really stoked about, yeah.
All right, hey, we were just having a neat interview during that race that you were out on the track with Mitch Rees. I know somebody that you've looked up to. How are you enjoying being part of Team Rees Honda?
Oh, it's awesome, just the amount of knowledge these boys have got and just teaching me all the tricks and as you saw in the Superbike race going 1-2 and yeah, these boys are just on another planet really, so yeah, cool. Yeah.
Cool words. Congratulations, man. What a young man growing up in a hurry, that's for sure. Rogan, well done on that occasion, at least for getting for second place, but it didn't come too easy.
No, I mean, getting through the pack was easy enough, but trying to close down the Dale wasn't that easy, but we're having some problems, so we'll get it fixed for the next one.
Obviously, it's an opportunity because every race you need to make count because we go to the North Island. In the words of Brad, he reckons you're going to win every one up there and we're going to be tied for points in the end. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how things go. I'm not riding very good at the moment, so yeah, definitely have to fix that for the next race.
All right, mate. No, we've got no worries about that. First of all, Rogan, when all of a sudden you find a little bit of a challenge, you can just rise to it and meet it head on, and you're just battling out there. When the pressure comes on from the others, bang, you just put an even faster lap. Feeling so confident at the moment, it looks great.
Yeah, I mean, just to get a good start in that race and then just pull out to a 4-second lead. I seen it drop 3 seconds, so got back into the 4s and then it went back to 4, so I was just easing it around. The tyre was sort of going off a little bit, so we've got a little bit of work to do. We made some changes overnight. Might go back to the setting yesterday, but pretty happy overall.
Well done indeed. All right, Zach Fuller, the new young gun of the class. Rogan Chandler here, putting all the pressure on for all those seconds, but the man is unbeaten at this stage in this class. Absolutely exceptional for the Scott Structural team. The former NZ Under-23 Speedway champion turned it from the turf to the tar seal and winning them in 600 Supersports. Part of our Sky Sport Next action right here at Levels International Raceway. Bring us home, folks, for some more great racing to come. Stay with us. We're right here.